Being fired was the best thing that ever happened to me. Now, you might hear that and think, well, that guy must have really hated his job. But that couldn't be further from the truth. I loved my job. I loved it so much that I voluntarily worked there 6 days a week. I often brought work home even when I wasn't asked to, and I hardly ever took days off. So basically, long story short, I get into disagreement with the ownership of the company. I didn't like the way they were running the company. I expressed my opinion, and I was fired for it. I was devastated. So much of my life was wrapped into that job. All my friends were there. The work involved so much of my hobbies and interests, and because I was so involved in it, I was stuck. And now all of a sudden, I was free. I didn't want to leave, but I had to. I remember there was this feeling of what now? Now that I'm not going into this place 6 days a week, what do I do now? Technically, I could do whatever I wanted. But the problem was what I wanted to do was exactly what I was doing. I wanted to continue to make the projects I was working on. I wanted to continue to see all my friends that I worked with. And so that's exactly what I decided to do. On the literal day I was fired, I called up everyone I worked with before and told them what happened. I started buying all this new equipment and software, and all of a sudden, I was starting my own business. Within the same day, I was going around and telling people I'm starting my own business. In retrospect, it's clear to me that the reason I was doing what I was doing was largely denial. I didn't want to lose the life I had, and I was doing everything in my power to keep it. As insane as what I was doing at that time was, I was overwhelmed by the support of family and friends. I also had just met the girl who would become my girlfriend 5 days earlier, and she was an incredible source of support. Everyone I talked to inspired me that not only should I start this business, but if I did, it would be a success. And now, here I am. 1 year to the day of my firing. I'm a proud owner of a small business. I'm working with so many people who followed me on this adventure from the beginning. And there's new friends that I'm just starting to get to know. I have a relationship with my girlfriend that was so strengthened by her being with me during that time. And beyond all of that, I am my own boss, controlling my own life, making my own choices. Why am I telling you this? My hope is to show you that if you're at a low point, like the point I was at 1 year ago, there is hope. Good things come out of bad experiences. I've grown so much, and so much of that stemmed from me being fired. You never quite know what tomorrow holds, but take control of your own life, and sometimes what seems the worst can be for the best. And also, don't sign an NDA if you don't have to. The money is not worth not being able to tell your story. It is so much better to be able to tell your story than earn a couple weeks of salary. If you've been on this crazy journey with me that is Hammers Highlights, I want to say from the bottom of my heart, thank you. Your support is what allows me to do what I love every day and work with people who I love so very much. I couldn't be here without any of you, and I am so incredibly grateful to be where I am today. If you're just seeing me now for the first time, I want to thank you for watching. Until next time, I'm Alex Hammer of Hammers Highlights, and I hope to see you soon.